into that. Okay, as I have my water. So first let's talk about Kamala. The eclipse is not conjunct neither one of their planets in our chart, so this may not be a major issue for them. The lunar eclipse is going to be in Kamala's 10th house. You guys, last week I had Kamala spelled all wrong. Y'all didn't even tell me. But in Kamala's chart, the lunar eclipse is going to be in her 10th house. So, like, maybe there's a reevaluating or like an ending or a dissolving of her public image or changing the way she's doing her career path. Okay. Maybe there's emotion involved right there. Maybe she's going to get some compassion towards it. A critical turning point in her public perception. Revealing hidden aspects could be happening and it could be becoming more public, ending and new beginnings in her career or public roles. We're probably feeling this, a transformation in her leadership styles, challenges with authority and control could be happening. Being sensitive to the public, maybe a need for being adaptable and flexible. I think that she needs to definitely see what the audience wants for her. Okay. But opportunity for more spirituality and connecting and feeling with the people, or revising public image or the campaign strategy. Yeah, that could be happening. I like that for her. The partial eclipse in Pisces is going to square her ascendant in Gemini, and ascendant is what people first see of you as, right? So tension with her self-expression and adjusting her public image. And maybe this eclipse will help change that, okay? Because I find that she tries to be balanced, and her perception is like superficial, okay? This is my opinion, okay? And this eclipse maybe can help with the confusion or navigate confusions and mixed messaging for the public image. I want her to be more direct. I just like directness, so that's just how I am personally as a personality. Okay, balancing rationality and empathy and compassion, challenges with being authentic, and maybe public trust. This is a challenge for her with this eclipse coming up. So just be aware with that. Opportunities for deepening emotional connection, repressing her leadership style for public engagement. I don't like that, and that could be happening for her because I feel like that constantly happens for her. Let me see what else this eclipse is going to bring for Kamala. The eclipse in Pisces is quincunx her sun in Libra. Okay, so because it's quincunx her sun, that means that the emotions, it's her sun. So the sun in the sky, the eclipse, the sun and the moon is not quite feeling comfortable with her ego, okay, and how she achieves things. And I think and her ego and how she achieves things is in a sign Libra. Again, this superficial energy to make fairness and and I just think that people are like, okay, stop trying to be try to make things very harmonious. Just be very upfront. And maybe that could be happening during the debates. Reevaluating leadership and her creative self-expression, navigating unpredictable and her public perception. Her perception is very Libra energy. If you didn't know, it's about like who she knows, her partnerships, and not being problematic like Trump. And this could be causing a problem. That's what the stars in the skies are saying. Okay, especially with this eclipse. Her public identity. There may be an adjustment, and it's not going to quite like it. Okay, emotional tensions, and she needs to recalibrate some of these things. Okay, let me see. Okay, now the solar eclipse is going to be in our 5th house. So that first eclipse on the 17th, that's the first problem. First problem. She had a lot of squaring. So she may be feeling this more than others. Okay. Now, maybe more than Trump. I'll get into Trump because I don't remember. I wrote this a long time ago. But the solar eclipse, the second eclipse in October. Now, and mind you, this eclipse could last for some 90 days after eclipse. So we got to keep watching her for that Pisces eclipse. Now, for the solar eclipse, which is October 2nd, this is going to happen in her 5th house. The 5th house is leadership, her being president. Okay. And there's something that's going to change. Okay, this is the house of leadership and presidency, and maybe this is her saying she's going to be the president, you guys. Okay, because it's going to bring some newness, and now there's newness and leadership for her. So that could be what's happening. Let's see, handling media and social grace could be happening with that fifth house. It's in a sign Libra, so it's like the female Libra does represent women too, so that could be happening. I mean, it could be a prediction. Okay, we'll see what else. Let me see if it's Queen Cunts her midheaven. So just when I said, oh my gosh, maybe a prediction, it's not quite getting along with her midheaven in a sign Pisces, and midheaven is your perception. So Venus is the ruler of this eclipse, and it's in her sixth house of work, organization, and day-to-day routines and clearing out. So there's something that could be clearing out, far as maybe her support. Now her Venus is in the fourth house, her Venus, okay? And her Venus is in the fourth house, is conjunct that Pluto, power, and Uranus. And so her Venus is living powerful and doing something different, something unexpected. Now it quincunts that midheaven is basically saying that it's not getting along with her public image. Again, the public image is an issue. And the solar eclipse is going to clip something out or start something new. Maybe she will win world presidency. Maybe she will win being a president, but people won't like her for some reason. That could happen. Okay, let me pull some cards for Kamala. Queen of Brooms, yeah, the leader here, the leader. And I'm not saying I'm voting for her. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just telling you what it says. I just like that it confirmed. Queen of Brooms is someone who is a female leader. Okay. Queen of Brooms is someone who is a female president. Okay. There's for this card there is patience and maturity. Let me see, fermentation. Again, the same cards are coming out. Wow, I pulled the card in the middle of the deck. But there is a change here. Pluto is the second oracle card pulled for her. There is a change, a regeneration happening for her. And makes me think that these eclipses are really going to be big for her. Okay, now let's see what we have for Mr. Trump. Trump, show yourself. Okay, there we go. Now, Trump, we have, let me pull his information up. Okay, so the lunar eclipse that is happening September 17th is in his 8th house. Ooh, that's getting deep. This could be dealing with some mysteries. This also could be dealing with an ending of something that could be happening, but there's intense inner healing here. Endings and new beginnings, maybe with some shared resources that could be happening. There's a rebirth, letting go. Endings, mystery, things that are very taboo, things that are very sexual, things that are very hidden. Transformation. He could be having a huge transformation. Maybe he's releasing some past emotional baggage. Maybe he's facing his fear around death because he did have a near-death experiences or experience or loss or a transfer, confronting the concept of mortality. Could be the thing for this eclipse for him. Okay, unveiling some secrets or hidden truths could be happening. Exploring issues of trust and power dynamics, because this is about power and psychology. Okay, yeah, so let me see predictions for this, and that is for all my Leo risings, by the way. Let me see predictions for the lunar eclipse in Pisces. Is squaring his moon. It's conjunct his south node in the sign Sagittarius in the 5th house. And the reason why I point that out, the 5th house is leadership. So this could be an ending of him being president. And for Kamala, it's positive. For him, it's negative. Okay. So the south node is releasing of what he should be releasing in that Sagittarius in the big world things, the scheme of things. The moon could represent popularity and emotional and insecurity and lacking, and it's not going well with this eclipse, this thing that he's supposed to change, and it's a release of something. So that could be happening. It could be an ending of him trying to be a leader. Okay, emotional intention around leadership and self-expression, releasing old beliefs about leadership. Integration of no, I just write them all down. Emotional, challenging emotional reactions to leadership roles. Yeah, reassessing. Maybe the karmic patterns and lessons in leadership is all happening for him. I'm not saying I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not saying I am a Trump supporter. I really am trying to explain this so you can see it all. I'm thinking that this eclipse is going to work for Kamala, but it's still, hard. And for Donald, it's releasing of such. That's what I think is going to happen. The eclipse is also going to square his sun in Gemini. It's going, and his sun in Gemini is conjunct the North Node, and his sun in Gemini is in the sun in Gemini is in his 11th house. Is it? Yeah, is in his 11th house. Could represent his party. So it's squaring even the power to be in his party. That could be happening and what he thought he should be achieving in his lifetime. Okay. Intellectual energy, maybe social media. That's all not working. Communication, speeches, all that is what he gets. Facing fears around being authentic, his authentic self, releasing ego-based desires, navigating challenges in leadership and career. All of it seems no bueno for him. Okay, let me see. His quincunx Mars. Quincunx Mars in Leo in his first house. Again, it's not comfortable with him fighting and him fighting to be the leader. The solar eclipse in Libra. Okay, so that is what we have for that first eclipse. So I think this first eclipse is going to be eclipsing him being a leader, the ending of this. Also, too, from that eclipse, if I remember correctly, because there's so much information, but I think that one is the Sabian symbol because I didn't do the Sabian symbol for the other one, and I think that one it was in Aries. Okay, and yeah, so the first of like the beginning of something for him, which is the beginning of the end for him. Okay, that's what I think. I don't know. Okay, solar eclipse is going to happen in his third house, and the solar eclipse is the new beginning, and solar eclipse is bringing something new far as his relationships and his speaking. So that could be happening, revamping messaging and public speaking, being diplomatic, maybe something with law could be happening, with the media and law that could be happening, real valuing relationships, maybe with his peers or a partnership or someone on his team. Libra could represent some teamwork there for Trump, addressing controversies and miscommunications. Yeah, so it's something with communication, with a partnership or a team or law for him. And it's going to conjunct his Neptune. So there's some illusions here. Maybe there's some secrets. Maybe there's some compassion that can all be happening with him in the sign Libra in regards to law. So there could be some deception and some confusion there. It's going to conjunct his Chiron. So there's some healing for him, or there's some karmic things that are happening for him. The eclipse in Libra is going to sextile his Pluto. The sextile, if he works on it, there's some power or being obsessed with power that can help him with this eclipse. And eclipse is going to square his Mercury in Cancer in that 12th house. So secrets. There could be some exposing of secrets, something new, or maybe some new secrets that are happening with him. Okay. That is what we have. The eclipse for him, they don't seem that positive. A lot of things that I look for astrology for Trump hasn't been that positive, even though I mean, he had positive for his convention, and it was very positive for Biden, but it's not positive when it comes to Kamala. Okay. For Trump, we have the devil. This could be some toxic energy, not saying that he's toxic, but this card, but there's toxic energy, or like he feels imprisoned or entrapped in something. Okay. Also, this is the Eight of Cups. It's a bad glare here. But the Eight of Cups represents walking away from what no longer serves him. Again, that card will let me think that he's not going to win the presidency. I'm going to pull 2 oracle cards for him. And connected with the devil card, we have Magnetic Royal Rich, Queen Jezebel. Oh, I wonder if he's going to be caught cheating. Jezebel, we know what Jezebel is. I wonder. I'll read up on that actually. An exalted master manifester. Oh, let me read these because I'm gonna read 21. 21. This is for Trump, okay? And then we'll get into. Then we shall get into our horoscopes. So, Jezebel, Queen Jezebel wants to show you how to stand in your divinity. this card shows up, you may face opposition and conflict around who you are. Betrayal from others can sting your soul. So that is what he has. He has toxic energy, and there's betrayal that is going to happen to him. And then we have 42. He's already been portrayed with the shot. I mean, whoever shot him, that is crazy that someone shot him, regardless if you like Trump or not. I think it is insane that happened. And I don't know. Okay, now exaltation, it happens, and this is with him walking away from what no longer serves him. Exaltation is the feeling of joy and peace. This phrase describes it. So he's going to be happy. He is going to be happy to walk away. This is probably, I mean, after getting shot at, I would be happy too. So whatever he's walking away that no longer serves him is going to make him happy. So now we are going to, that is what I have for the politics, you